Chord Association Part 1. What is chord association? What I mean by chord association is we're going to take one basic chord and we're going to just change it a little bit to get other chords. So really whenever we're playing these other chords, we're thinking about that one chord and just working off of it. It's a great way to memorize your chords. I've done 25 for shape 1. That's not all of them, that's but what I consider the most essential. I didn't do any triads, which is another big group of chords, and I didn't do any altered chords such as your flat 9 or your sharp 9. But instead I did 25 of what I consider the most essential chords. So I hope you enjoy, and as always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Here, let's get on with it. The E shape without using the first finger. Second finger on the third string, third finger fifth string, and the pinky fourth. This is the E shape chord. Notice you have the nut right there that takes that little right there that has some open strings. If I slide up, instead of having the nut, I put my first finger to cover all 6 strings. That's where we get the bar. It's doing the same thing a nut did. So that's F. If I go again, I have F sharp, and then again G. So we're going to learn them in the key of G right here. All the chords associated with this bar chord, G bar chord, but they're movable. You can do them on any fret. You can do A flat, B flat, any of them. So the first one is G major, and it looks like this. The next one is G minor. All I do is lift up my middle finger. It looks like this. Then I put my middle finger back down and lift up my pinky, and we have a G7. It looks like this. Now we have a second version of G7. I just add my pinky to the second string. Now I have G minor, or 7th, where I lift up both of those fingers. So now I only have my first finger and my third finger. G minor 7. I can add my pinky to the second string, 6th fret, and I have another G minor 7. I can put my pinky on the first string, and I have yet another minor 7th. The next one is my favorite of the minor 7ths. It's used a lot in swing and jazz. Middle finger there. Third finger covers the second, third, and fourth. You can cover the first 2, but I'm not going to strike the first. Notice the 5th string is dead. So it's 6, 4, 3, 2. G minor 7. The next one is G major 7. It looks like this. It's not really a bar chord. Your first finger's on the 6th string, 3rd fret, but it's still associated with our G major bar chord. Again, 5th string and 1st string is dead. Now we have another way of doing G major 7 on the 2nd fret. You have all 4 fingers right in a row. 5, 4, 3, 2 frets. G major 7. Now we have G6. Cover it with these 4 strings, put your pinky there. You only use 4 strings. Another G6. Put your middle finger on the 6th string there, first finger there, second finger on the third finger on the 2nd string, pinky on the 3rd. On that one, the 5th and 1st string is dead. Now we have G augmented. It's not a bar chord either. It looks like this. Now we have G7 augmented. It is a bar chord, but it only uses the first 4 strings. Now we have the G diminished 7. Your first finger bars 3 strings on the 2nd fret. Second finger's on the 6th string, your third finger's on the 3rd string. Diminished 7. Very sinister sounding. Very useful chord though. 5th string is dead. first string. Here's another way of doing it. First 4 strings only. This chord actually has 3 notes in common with the previous chord. The next one is our G half diminished seventh, also known as G minor 7 flat 5. It's the first chord that we use our thumb with. These here, your thumb there. The 5th string is dead, and so is your 1st string. G half diminished 7, G minor 7 flat 5. Now we have a G13. We have a bar, 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 3rd finger covers 2 strings. On this, I want to skip the 5th string. Again, be sure to skip the 5th string. Now the G13th, but only using 3 notes, only using the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. Again. The next chord is G9. This tends to confuse people because we don't have a root note. See, we're not playing that G note like we do on a lot of these chords. There's G9. You hear that in jazz and blues all the time. Here's another G9. 3 of the 4 notes in the previous chord are in common. Only the first 4 strings. Now we have G sus4. Only 4 strings are used. G7 sus4. Cover all 6 strings. Again. And now we have 2 ways to do the add 9, also known as the sus2. First 4 string, like that, pinky on the 1st string. G add 9, or the G suspended 2. And then last we have another G add 9 suspended 2. This is a finger bender. Pinky way up here on the 5th string, 5th fret. Again. Now we'll proceed to the flash chords. First slow, and then we'll speed it up.